Fugitive cocaine lord Pablo Escobar.
Escobar, a ruthless killer.
A bloodthirsty gangster.
One of the world's most hunted men.
Killing 19 and injuring nearly 200.
Nothing, and I mean nothing, compared to what Pablo Escobar built in Colombia. And I mean nothing. This man didn't just run a criminal organization. He nearly brought an entire government to their knees. Pablo Escobar was also a father. He had a son named Juan Pablo, who lived inside this empire of violence and terror. This kid grew up in a world where bodyguards followed him to school, where his birthday parties had more security than government buildings, where his father was simultaneously one of the most loved and most hated men in Colombia. He's sitting right here with me today, and what he's about to share will change everything you think or even know about one of history's most notorious criminals. This is the truth from someone who was there, in the room, watching one of the most powerful criminal empires in history operate from the inside. And I got to tell you, we both have a story. We both grew up with I'd have to say notorious dad. So, why don't we start off? I have to ask you this on my own. How did you deal with all the stuff that was going on with your dad from you as probably from birth that it was going on? One of the things that I respected about my dad is that he never brought what was going on in the outside world into the house. He really tried to make us a family. And although he was always, being dogged by law enforcement, we had a lot of stuff going on. How was your father? Was he that way? Did he try to keep things that were going on in his world outside of the house? Did he try to just create a real family atmosphere? My friends, I know something about having power. Whether it's on the streets or in the media, it's all about who controls the narrative. And right now, the mainstream media is trying to control yours, whether you realize it or not. It's an offer that you shouldn't refuse.
Well, I think that he did his best efforts to achieve that. But, by the end of the day, there was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of trouble. And there was something else that he started thinking about. We couldn't be naive about the things that we were going through. So in his case and in his perception, for me, he was trying also to open our eyes about what was going on in the surroundings, because we have to be and stay with our eyes open all the time, 24/7.